Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Andrea Jackson. The Murdaugh murders, a Southern scandal on Netflix, captures the real-life deadly drama at the center of one of South Carolina's most infamous families. Take a look.
This is the fall of a dynasty, it's a fall from grace.
I do believe that Alec Murdaugh would kill Paul and Maggie.
There you are, scared for your life. It's either do or die.
And now Alex Murdaugh is caught in the ultimate courtroom drama of his own, facing charges for the murder of his wife and son. Senior writer for People magazine, Steve Helling, has spent time in that courtroom. He is currently writing an article on this for People magazine, and he joins us now to talk more about it. Steve, welcome.
Here we are.
Yeah.
This one's a crazy one. It really is.
Talk to me about the feeling in the courtroom that you've experienced while covering this trial.
So, you know, the thing about Alec Murdaugh is that everybody in that county knew him. And so everybody who's there has some skin in the game. So it's really quiet in the courtroom. Everybody's riveted by the testimony. And more than that, I think everybody has their opinion. Some people think he's innocent, some people think he's guilty, and we'll see what the jury thinks.
And he comes from a long line of lawyers and legal experts in that town for more than a century, right?
Right. So from 1920 to 2006, somebody in the Murdaugh family was the district attorney in that area. 85 years. And so we're talking old money, old power, old influence, and it's just, he was born into this family.
And there's been, in the Netflix documentary, they take a deeper dive into the other scandals involving other family members, right?
Yes, I mean, so his son, who was killed, Paul Murdaugh, was drunkenly driving a boat and had an accident that killed a girl. And then their family housekeeper fell down the stairs and died. And then there's another guy who was found dead on the side of the road who is somehow attached to the family. So, there's a lot of dead bodies.
Yeah, connected to this family.
Exactly.
And he is on trial for the murder of his wife and his son. And there's been some speculation with regard to him having financial trouble as well as an opioid addiction.
Yeah. I mean, it's more than speculation. He actually says in court, he had stolen about $8.5 million. So, I think, we know that he was addicted to drugs. We know that he's had all these unsavory characters coming in and out of his life. So the question comes, that's all nice and good, but did he kill his wife and son?
And he took the stand, correct?
He did take the stand. They always say you're not supposed to take the stand. Mm-hmm. They always say you don't want to be cross-examined. But he did, and he held up under cross-examination, so we'll see what the jury thinks.
And his brother decided to stand up and,
Right.
and on his behalf and discuss cleaning up a murder scene, which sounded awful.
It sounds awful, and
Yeah.
I mean, the bottom line is that we can't forget that there was, a woman and a young man who were both killed in this situation. So it's very sad, but then I think a lot of people in the community kind of feel like, well, what goes around comes around with this family. So it's really kind of interesting to see how it plays out in a small rural area of South Carolina.
Oftentimes you hear about a lot of the speculation behind the scenes, what's left out of the trial. Mm-hmm. Is there any big bombshell that's being left out of this trial?
Yes, absolutely. Alex Murdaugh paid his distant cousin to shoot him, to kill him, so that he could, his surviving son could collect a $10 million life insurance policy. And then his cousin missed. So it turned into a thing where, that's a fraud case that's upcoming that I thought was going to come into the trial, because who does that? That's a weird thing. And it never came up.
It's not.
No.
It's not being presented. Okay, we know that the defense has rested their case, the prosecution coming back with rebuttal. Mm-hmm. You've got an article coming out this Friday.
Yes, the cover story of People magazine will talk all about this case, and we'll talk all about, where we're at right now. I mean, we'll probably do another one after the jury comes back as well.
Your thoughts or feelings about where we stand with things?
I mean, my thoughts and feelings are that although I'm not supposed to, I mean, I've been sitting there in court, I certainly feel like he's responsible. Whether or not the prosecution has gotten it nailed exactly what happened down, I don't know, but I do think that there's culpability there.
Steve Helling, always a pleasure. The article on the Murdaugh trial comes out this Friday in People magazine. Steve, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Steve Helling.
Awesome, Steve. Thank you.